Hello, it's Jennifer Harding-Marlin, an attorney that works at the law firm J.H. Marlin Law, a law firm that specializes in citizenship by investment. So today's video is going to talk about an example holistic Plan B action plan, providing a really generalized overview. So we're getting lots of clients that are asking us to create Plan B action plans for them. And so this video does not constitute legal advice and is just a generalized information purposes only. And so for creating a holistic Plan B action plan, we think it really constitutes of three different elements. One being sort of finances, banking, corporate structures. The second being citizenship by investment, residency by investment, as well as international lifestyle. And then the third category being investments. So starting with the first aspect, this video is really going to be geared towards Americans, but if you're someone from another country, you can take away different points potentially from this video. So if you're someone who's American, you might want to consider opening bank accounts in the US prior to living abroad and or either renouncing your United States citizenship, because Americans, if you maintain a bank account in the US, it does not necessarily constitute a tie for tax purposes if you maintain a bank account, debit and credit card. So you could open an account at Bank of America, a big bank, for example, or smaller banks. You might want to make sure that you have access to online banking. So if you want to do international wire transfers when you live abroad, or to be able to easily check on your bank account, you might want to familiarize yourself with online banking. Then if you're American, you might want to open accounts in Canada, for example, at TD Bank, or in Singapore, DBS Bank in Singapore, or whatever bank in the world that will open a bank account for you. A lot of the times, sort of people ask us what are the more well-known or reputable jurisdictions. There's Singapore. Some people might argue this is no longer the case, but Austria and Switzerland, although they're oftentimes hard to open an account. And in the Caribbean, it is probably Cayman Islands, which is one of the better banking jurisdictions. So a lot of the times banks have their own internal policies. They'll do their own know your client due diligence. So oftentimes you'll have to provide a notarized passport, a notarized national ID, a bank reference letter, a professional reference letter. Sometimes they even require a police report as well to make sure that you have a clean background. If you're opening a company, they'll probably want to see the nature of your business or submit a generalized business plan. So those are some things that do with banking. And then there might be tax planning as well, surrounding if you're going to renounce your citizenship, your United States citizenship, if you're a covered expatriate or not, if there's something that you can do, such as gifting, or other ways to minimize the tax implications of your renunciation, or just tax planning if you plan to live abroad and become non-resident of the United States. And then there's also corporate structure. So depending whether or not you're maintaining a business in your home country, or if you're creating a new online business, a lot of the times people if they're going to establish an entity in the Caribbean, they're interested in the Cayman Islands because of its really well-known reputation, as well as sometimes you can combine establishing an entity with also doing residency in Cayman Islands. There's no personal income tax, there's no capital gains tax, and it's a really great lifestyle if you want to live there and raise a family. So some people are interested in doing that. So establishing the different corporate structure, or the best corporate structure suitable to you, such as an exempt company, if there's such thing in the jurisdiction that you're interested in. If you want an LLC, a trust, a foundation, and or sometimes segregated portfolio companies can be in certain instances beneficial to you. And then, so the second category is citizenship by investment, residency by investment, and lifestyle. And so there's different citizenship by investment programs. There's 5 in the Caribbean. I've done separate videos about them if you want to go more in depth and look at the different citizenship programs. But there's Antigua and Barbuda, there's Dominica, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, and then there's other citizenships elsewhere in the world, such as Turkey, Vanuatu, Malta, and Montenegro until the end of the year, and potentially. So those are some of the citizenship by investment programs. So having a second passport, if you don't have another passport and you want to renounce your US citizenship, if you want to have a passport to have access to visa-free travel to a particular country, or if you want to actually go and live in the country and do business, either open a local bank account or have a local business, or be able to freely come and live in the country, those might be some of the reasons why you would be interested in doing citizenship by investment. You also might want to look to see if you're entitled to citizenship either through marriage, through birth, or through descent. Sometimes these are a lot less costly than doing a citizenship by investment program, but in some instances it can be complicated, or it might take a long time to be able to get the citizenship and passport. And then there's residency by investment programs, which are different than citizenship by investment programs. So citizenship by investment, you're becoming a citizen, you're most likely getting a passport, and as a citizen you have the rights of a local citizen of that country. So for example, a citizen of Turkey will have different rights than a citizen of St. Kitts and Nevis, for example. And then residency by investment is you're applying to sort of live in that country and be permitted to live and reside in that country. So sometimes people are interested in Portugal or Mexico or the UAE for different residency programs. So establishing where you want to live internationally, what the tax regime is of the country where you want to live and spend time, or if you want to spend time in multiple different countries, what that would be like. So that's something that falls under that category. And then the third category, which is investments, a lot of the times the different immigration options require an investment either in real estate or a donation. So identifying what types of investments you want to make internationally. Do you want to invest in real estate? Do you want to invest in cryptocurrency? Do you want to invest in precious metals? Whatever the investment is, we don't give investment advice, but my advice, sort of generalized view, is that you should always do your own research before doing an investment, and that it's you make your own decisions. So I'm respect investment advisors, but I think it's always important to make up your own decision and your own mind based on information presented to you. So this is just a really generalized overview of a plan, and obviously it's just information and it's not specific to any one person or one person's situation. So if you're interested in creating a holistic plan B action plan, if you're interested in citizenship by investment, we're happy to help. You can send me an email at jennifer@jhmarlin.com, and I'd be happy to answer your questions and see if we can help you on your journey to living more internationally and more free. So you can visit our website, jhmarlin.com. All the best. Bye for now. Bye.